YouTube, what's good, guys? Today's video, guys, is going to be on 12 must-have players that I love in 2024. So, guys, these guys are kind of going to be obvious, but I want to give you guys that I'm targeting right now. Even though we haven't went through the draft, we haven't did a lot of upgrade on our rankings, I still have 12 players that I'm trying to draft next year in my redraft leagues and also in my dynasty startups. So, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. So, with no further ado, guys, let's begin. The first player, guys, that I'm targeting every single draft, probably my #1 overall pick. This is not really a ranking, but these are my guys. It's going to be Tyreek Hill. And the reason why, guys, I'm drafting Tyreek Hill as an older wide receiver in every single draft that I start is that he can win you a week by himself. There's only a few guys, probably 5 guys in the whole NFL that can win you a week outside of a couple quarterbacks, right? Tyreek Hill can do that. 30 points, 40 points, 30 point, 40 points. That's my saying for guys that can boom. I believe you win leagues by boom players, not consistent players. Now, you do need consistent players on your team that's going to give you a good floor of 15 to 20 points and standard scoring for PPR, but I also like players that can give you 40, and they might have struggle a few weeks here and there, but they can give you 40, and you're usually going to win that week. So moving on to my #2 guy, this is a quarterback that I really, really like, and it's Lamar Jackson. Yes, guys, Lamar Jackson. The reason why I'm targeting Lamar Jackson and probably in my third, maybe even second round, depending on the league scoring, is because, guys, of his rushing upside. The reason why now you have to have an elite quarterback to win a league, guys, guys are scoring so many points. They not just passing the ball for 300 yards with 2 touchdowns. That was a nice floor probably 5 to 6 years ago where you could wait late and get your quarterbacks. But guys like Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Lamar, CJ Stroud, other guys, they scoring so many points that you need rushing upside in case, they have a bad passing day. They can give you 2 rushing touchdowns. So, guys, I'm targeting Lamar Jackson because I believe he give me a nice floor. I mean, listen, will he score 30 points, 40 points every single week? No. But when he boom, I will win, right? He did it for me in the playoffs. He didn't have a lot of big boom games if you just look at his stats. But when he got in the fantasy football playoffs, he outscored all the quarterbacks because of his rushing upside. It wasn't always a 4 passing touchdown week that won me the week. It was his rushing upside. So, guys, I like Lamar Jackson. Moving on to my #3 guy, it's going to be Nico Collins. Yes, guys, Nico Collins. And the reason why that I love Nico Collins, guys, CJ Stroud has unlocked him. So I believe all the targets are going to be funneled towards him and Tank Dell. So Nico Collins and Tank Dell. Now, Tank Dell's not on this video. He's a different type of guy. I believe you should be targeting him in your draft. But I believe Nico is the #1. He's the safest guy to pick, especially with his body size. Pause. Tank Dell is a smaller wide receiver. That's why he got hurt, if you ask me. But Nico, to me, is more sturdy. He can stay healthy more than Tank Dell. So I'm targeting Nico Collins if I'm targeting CJ Stroud. So that's going to be another video. But I really love Nico Collins, guys. You need to have this guy on your team. He's going to have 1,200 yards easily. So pick up Nico Collins. Moving on to my #4 guy, it's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs. Yes, guys, Jahmyr Gibbs. And the reason why that I'm targeting Jahmyr Gibbs in all my fantasy leagues is because of his explosiveness. He can give that 30-point, 40-point week. He can score a 70-yard touchdown. He can score a 50-yard receiving touchdown. He can score anywhere on the field from any position. He is a hybrid. He's going to catch 5 or 6 passes moving forward in this offense in order for this offense to take their game to the next level. Detroit will be getting him more passing targets. So, guys, I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I would even take David Montgomery just to handcuff him. So I would play both of them just to make sure that I get the boom from that week. Because when Jahmyr doesn't go off, David Montgomery will go off. So one of these guys are going to go off 9 times out of 10 every single week. So I love Jahmyr Gibbs, one of the most explosive running backs in the NFL. Moving on to a quarterback, my #5 guy is going to be Jordan Love. Now, listen, Jordan Love doesn't have the rushing upside that Josh Allen has or that Lamar Jackson have. But Jordan Love this team is built around Jordan Love passing the ball for touchdowns. Aaron Jones is a good running back. They will get Aaron Jones opportunities. I don't believe A.J. Dillon is going to be there next year. But Jordan Love, when they get in the red zone, he's going to pass for a touchdown. Just look at his last 8 weeks. He had more passing touchdowns than any quarterback in the NFL. So that's why I'm willing to pivot towards a guy like Jordan Love as a middle quarterback, right? When I say middle quarterback, you don't have to take him as a top 5 guy. You could take him as a top 12 guy, and he can give you top 5 upside. There are passing quarterbacks like C.J. Stroud, and I wouldn't put Pat Mahomes in there because he can run, but guys like that can give you boom weeks and outscore running quarterbacks because the team is built around them getting a lot of passing touchdowns, right? So I like Jordan Love. I think he's going to have a breakout season. And how would you call him a breakout when he already had a really good season, led the league? I mean, he was second in passing touchdowns, but I believe he can even have more. I believe this is a 40 passing touchdown guy. So pick up Jordan Love. Moving on to my number 6 guy, which is a running back, is going to be Bijan Robinson. Yes, guys, Bijan Robinson. And the reason why I like Bijan Robinson, I believe he's going to get 20 touches a game. So you're not going to come on this coaching staff and do what Arthur Smith did last year. If you do that, then that is a travesty. I think Raheem Morris and his coaching staff is going to give Bijan Robinson probably 20 touches a game, guys. And that's not counting the passing targets that he's going to get. He's going to get a lot of passing targets too. The guy is very dynamic in open space. He can line up at wide receiver. So Bijan Robinson, to me, guys, is a top 5 running back. And he's young, and he hasn't had any bad injuries. So I'm willing to take this guy in the first round. You got to have this guy on your team, Bijan Robinson. Moving on to my number 7 guy, and this guy I'm actually taking in the late first round. A lot of people think I'm crazy. It's going to be Puka Nacua. I believe Puka Nacua is the number 1 wide receiver on this team. Not saying that Cooper Kupp is a bad wide receiver, but I don't believe that Cooper Kupp is young as Puka, so they don't want to wear Cooper Kupp down early in the season and he mess around and get a hamstring injury. So Puka Nacua, guys, to me is going to be getting 12 targets a game. I'm willing to have a guy like draft a guy like Puka Nacua and believe that he's going to be a top 12 wide receiver every single week, especially in a Sean McVay offense where you have Matthew Stafford passing the ball more times than any other quarterback, right? So I love Puka Nacua. Moving on to my number 8 guy. This is a tight end. It's Trey McBride. Yes, guys, Trey McBride. Now, listen, a lot of you saying, well, Marvin Harrison might come there. I don't care if Antonio Brown or Jerry Rice come out of retirement and goes there. Trey McBride is still going to lead this team as a tight end with a lot of targets. I'm not saying he's going to get the most targets, but would I be surprised if he did? No. But this guy's going to still command an elite target share. This is Trey McBride. This is a top round pick for a tight end, guys. So I love Trey McBride. If you look down the stretch last year, this guy was balling. One of the best tight ends in the game. So you can line him out outside like a flanker. You can line him in line as a 3-point stance tight end. You can put him in the backfield and let him run around outside of the backfield. This guy is a hybrid. Remember, I talk a lot about hybrids. The game is changing. A lot of you disagree. You like to see guys getting alpha targeted like Antonio Brown and Jerry Rice, and a lot of wide receivers or tight ends don't get targeted like that. So I think guys are going to be getting more out in space, and you have to go with guys that are trending to getting better instead of going with the regular Travis Kelce's and Mark Andrews. You need some young guys with the game changing. So, guys, I love Trey McBride. Going on to my number 9 guy, and everybody know about this guy, is Jamar Chase. Now, last year I told people not to draft Jamar Chase because I thought the teams was going to double team him, and I thought they was going to focus on him and Joe Burrow to take him out the game and to make Joe Burrow beat him with somebody else. They did that at certain games, but Joe Burrow also had an injury and Jamar Chase had some injuries. But this year, I'm targeting him in the first round. Jamar Chase would probably be a top 3 wide receiver. I believe this team philosophy is going to change, and it's going to help Jamar Chase not get double teamed so much. I don't know if T. Higgins is going to be there. I don't care if T. Higgins is going to be there. T. Higgins is not a big-time wide receiver, if you ask me. I'm not saying he sucked, but I'm not big on T. Higgins. So, guys, make sure you get Jamar Chase. This is a league-winning guy. This is a must-have guy. I'm targeting Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase as a stack, and that's another video. I'm going to give you some stacks that you should be targeting. I like to stack guys in fantasy football because you know those offenses are going to be leaked, so you want to squeeze, make sure you get the points that's coming out of that team. So moving on, guys, to my number 10 guy is one of my favorite players is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now, I'm one of the first guys, not the first, but I'm one of the guys that was talked about Amon-Ra 2 to 3 years ago that said he was going to be elite and he was going to have a breakout season as his second season, and he did. Now, he's one of the safe guys. He's one of the safest guys that you can get. He's not an explosive guy, but his fantasy points is explosive. He's getting 8 to 12 targets every game, and he's a great route runner, and he's tough. And he's the best wide receiver on this team. So I'm targeting Amon-Ra St. Brown in every single draft. So after the elite guys are gone, like Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, some of these other guys, Christian McCaffrey, I'm getting Amon-Ra St. Brown in the first round, and that's one of the safest picks in the first round. I think this might be the best first-round pick in the whole NFL draft, in your fantasy drafts, because this guy is going to be healthy, and he's going to be there, and he's going to get elite targets, and he's not going to be a bust. So I love drafting Amon-Ra St. Brown. All right, guys, we got 2 more guys. My number 11 guy is a quarterback, and it's C.J. Stroud. Yes, guys, C.J. Stroud. And the reason why I love C.J. Stroud, I believe this guy is going to lead the league in passing attempts. If he's not leading, he's going to be top 3. This guy is a great young quarterback, one of the best. He's going to hyper target Nico and Tank Dell and also other guys, whoever they draft. They're probably going to draft some more help. They need probably another running back, maybe even a tight end. So they will be drafting some weapons to help CJ. But either way, CJ is going to be a great value. So after guys like Pat Mahomes and Lamar and Josh Allen is gone, C.J. Stroud can be a league winner for you because of the value where he's going to go. He could end up being the number 1 quarterback in fantasy with his potential and his talent. So I love C.J. Stroud. And last but not least, guys, my number 12 guy is going to be Breece Hall. Yes, guys, Breece Hall. And the reason why I love Breece Hall, guys, is because he is 1 year coming off that knee injury. I didn't want to draft him last year because, hey, I don't want nobody that's hopping around, right, trying to think they're gonna win me a league. Well, he got better the second half of the season and was very explosive. I believe next year with no injuries, this guy could be a top 5 running back, and I'm willing to draft him. I'm drafting him over guys like CMC, over guys like Nick Chubb, Jonathan Taylor. Why? Because he's younger and he doesn't have that much mileage. So I like to take running backs, even if you had an injury, if you're young in the league. This will be his 3rd season, right? And he only played a little. He didn't play that much last year, and then he didn't play that much his first year because he got hurt. So I'm willing to take Breece Hall, guys, in the first round. I think this guy could be a league winner. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting-edge content. Also, guys, make sure that you sign up as a member, guys. That way you can get consultations. And the reason why you want to get a consultation and sign up as a member is you're going to get half off. But going into the season of next year, guys, the first week, you won't be able to get half off. So you want to make sure that you sign up and get that now. That way I can help you with your draft. And I also, guys, I have a draft guide coming. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the Patreon and give people who are members free access to that, or if I'm going to make it a separate thing that you have to buy. Either way, if you are a member, you will be getting a great deal on that. So make sure you sign up as a member, guys, and support me. That's another way you can support the channel. And make sure you hit the like button and share this content. Peace. Let me see. I think I got a comment here. Yes, sir, Terrell. Yes, sir. You too, bro. What up, CHB? You said, what up? Let's get it. Yes, sir.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag.